Hey there and welcome to the AYS Pro YouTube channel. In this video tutorial, we are going to use the WordPress Survey Maker plugin, a handy tool to collect user data and create any kinds of surveys and forms, such as calculation forms, contact forms, customer satisfaction surveys, and many more. It's really an all-in-one solution for those looking to create surveys and forms with this. So, let me show you what we will be covering in this video tutorial. I'm going to show you how to use 20 plus advanced question types such as metric scale, star rating, NPS, slider, Likert scale, and many more. I'm going to show you how to use the calculation question type to create calculation forms such as delivery form, shipping form, home insurance form, and many more. How to create a chat mode conversational survey. How to help the survey takers to escape unnecessary questions with the help of the logic jump feature. How to create paid surveys and earn money online with PayPal and Stripe integrations. I'm going to show you how to customize the visual appearance of your surveys with a great number of style settings and a custom CSS feature of the Survey Maker plugin. How to save your time by using the survey templates the plugin provides for creating questions. So at first, let's start with the AYS Pro official website where we can see the plugin. Here is the AYS Pro official website where all the AYS Pro plugins are available for purchase and download. So here we can see the Survey Maker plugin. By scrolling down, we can see the powerful features the plugin provides us. And by scrolling down, we can see the pricing list table where the features and functionalities the plugin provides are compared to each other. And as you can see here, there is a video available for which you can check the features and functionalities comparison. So by scrolling up, we can see the differences between the packages. As you can see, there are 3 packages available: business, developer, and agency. And here you can see that for the business package, you have 12 months support and updates. And for the developer and agency packages, you have lifetime usage, support, and updates for the plugin. So by purchasing the developer and agency packages, it's actually a lifetime purchase and lifetime usage, so it's a great news. So let's go to our WordPress dashboard and install the plugin there. We go to our WordPress website, and here you can see that there are no plugins available yet. We go to the plugins page and click on the add new plugin button, then upload plugin and choose the zip file you have already downloaded from your account. In our case, it is the agency version. We choose it, then we click on install now button. We are waiting. Then we need to click on the activate plugin button. That's all. The Survey Maker plugin is available on our WordPress website. As you can see, it is very easy to install and download. With the next step, we go to the plugin page, and then here we need to click on the add new button to create a new survey. So we click here. What is important here is that a plugin offers ready-made templates with the questions, so you can choose any kind of template you prefer, like employee satisfaction survey template, brand awareness survey template, customer feedback form template, so you don't need to waste time on creating questions, and a plugin does this for you. For now, we'll choose a blank survey so that you can understand the features and functionalities the plugin provides us. So we click on the choose button, and here we can see our survey page. And for the first step, we need to write a title for our survey. That will be, for example, employee satisfaction survey. I have chosen this topic for the video, and we're gonna discuss all the steps, all the features and functionalities the plugin provides in this detailed video tutorial. So let's start with this icon, which is very eye-catching. This is ChatGPT integration, and here what is important is that ChatGPT will create questions for you in your desired topic. For example, customer satisfaction. Here you need to provide a questions count and answers count, and ChatGPT will create questions based on your topic in counted seconds. We can click on the generate button to check the functionality. So here we click on it and wait. Okay, questions are created. Let's check them. Here are the questions. They are created in radio question type. As we're going to create questions on our own, we will delete these questions. So we can go to the questions library feature. Here all the questions are displayed, and we can choose the questions and add them to our survey. Here we can select the survey. Here we have some surveys. Then we can show the entries, 10 questions, 25 questions, etc. and insert the questions. We don't need this functionality for now, so we can close it. Then we can go to the survey templates. As you have seen initially, we can choose a template from here, and the questions will be added to the survey, and we don't need this, so we can close it as well. Then we can go to the import questions feature. Here we can import a file with the questions and save our time on creating survey questions. Here we can see choose file button. By clicking on which, we will need to upload the file with the questions we have included in it. And here we can see the export example, so you can download it and check the structure of the file and make sure you are following the structure so as the functionality can work correctly for you. And here you can see some description about in what way you need to write the question type so that you can import the file correctly. So we can close this as well. Then by scrolling down, we will see the plus button for adding question, then adding section, import questions. Then by this we can make all the questions of the survey required. Then with this option we can save the changes, and with this step we can enable points for answers. As you can see, the Survey Maker plugin provides the points functionality, so you can enable points for your desired answer options, and then some of them with the calculation question type the plugin provides. We don't need this feature for now, so we can disable it. Then we can see the question types. I want to mention that a plugin offers 20 plus wonderful and powerful question types you can use, starting from the easiest one, which is radio, to the most advanced one, which is, for example, calculation, metric scale, checkbox, ranking, linear scale, etc. For now, we will skip the part with the questions, and then we will go back to our questions and we will discuss the questions and the way they work one by one in a short period of time. So here we can add an image, as you can see, for the answer options. Then by this button we can duplicate the question, we can delete the question, make it required. If you want to make the particular question required and not all the questions required, you can tick this toggle. Then by clicking on these three dots, we can see some features which we are going to discuss. The first one is the move to section. By clicking on which, we can move to next section. And the next one is the logic jump feature. Logic jump feature is a very important feature which we will discuss now. With the help of this feature, the questions and sections are displayed accordingly based on the previous answers of the users. So the user can skip the questions he or she finds unnecessary or unimportant. Let's check the feature. We can continue to next section or submit the form. For example, if the user answers very likely to this question, then we can continue to next section and display the question from the next section, or if the user answers likely, we can submit the form, etc. For now, we can open a demo and check the logic jump feature there. Here is the demo page of the Survey Maker plugin. We can search for logic jump. Here is the survey with the logic jump feature, and as you can see, firstly the survey asks for the type of transport, and based on our answer the survey will display different questions. For example, let's check car, and then we click on the next button and another question displayed which is related to the car. And if we do this, refresh the page and then pass the survey again and choose bicycle and click on the next button, here you can see that a question related to the bicycle is displayed. So the logic jump feature is important to display the questions relevant to the user's answers. So we can go back to our surveys page. We close the pop-up here. And the next feature is user explanation. Here you can set a place where the users, survey takers can write an explanation from the front end right during the survey passing process. And the next option is admin note. You can write a note here to inform the users about any additional information about the question or the survey, whatever you prefer. Then comes the URL parameter, which we will discuss with the hidden question type later in the video. It's an important feature and we will discuss it in detail. Then we can click on the hide results button, and this question will not be displayed on a survey result page after the survey is done. Then we can see the save as default button. This is an important feature for those people who want to save the settings, the current settings of the survey, and implement changes and current settings to the surveys we're going to create later. As we are done with the settings configuration of the General tab, we can head to the Styles tab. The plugin provides a great variety of styling features, and you can customize the survey the way you prefer with the features the plugin offers. However, if you still need a specific result and you have a specific design option you have dreamed of to have for the survey, you can rely on a custom CSS option where you can write your own CSS code to achieve your desired specific styling result. Also, our support specialists are ready to provide you with custom CSS codes and help you achieve your desired result with a plugin. So you can contact them, they respond very quickly and are very user-friendly. Then we can go ahead with the next tab, which is the Start page. And as you can see, the Survey Maker plugin provides a whole separate page for the Start page of the survey. You can enable it by ticking this option. Here you can write a start page title if you prefer, start page description. You can write a short one. Then you can choose to display start button position on the left side, center or right. You can apply background color, text color, and of course you can write a custom CSS for this start page as well. Let's continue with the settings tab, and here we can see different options and functionalities we will need for the survey, and the plugin offers a great variety of features and functionalities you can use for the survey to make it look more advanced and professional. Here you can see the survey status, whether the survey is published or unpublished or it's a draft. Then by clicking on this button you can create a post for the survey, which will include the shortcode of the survey, so it will make the process of publishing the survey easier. Then we will see the survey categories, and to create a new category, we will go to the survey categories page, and here we can add a new category. For example, satisfaction, we will name it like this, satisfaction of the users. Maybe it's a bit long, let's stick on it. We will save and close. Then we will need to refresh the page here to see the new category, and from here we can choose the survey satisfaction of the users category. We don't need any categories for the survey for now, so we will close it. Then we can go to the next feature, which is enable confirmation box for leaving the page. When a survey taker wants to complete a survey without actually finishing it, you can display a pop-up for confirming that the user wants to refresh the page and leave the survey page. This is for those people who may click on a finish button by mistake and they actually don't want to complete a survey. And the next option is the required questions message. Here you can provide what message will be displayed for the question which is required and the user wants to skip it. Here you can see the autofill of the user data. By taking this option, the name and email address of the users will be auto-filled in the email and name fields. Here we can see some buttons, previous button, next button, clear answer button, etc. We go ahead with the features, and the next one is to enable live progress bar, and by clicking on this button, the current state of the user passing the survey will be displayed in a beautiful way. Here we can tick and hide the pagination text if you want. Then we can choose the pagination items positioning like this, and we can hide the bar. We can provide a progress bar text, and we can choose the progress bar text color. Let's check it to this one, for example. And the next option is terms and conditions. Here you can provide your desired text, for example, privacy policy. Also, you can add a link to this checkbox, which will be displayed on the front end with the href attribute and tag. And here you can take the required message text option if you want. But this checkbox will be displayed on the front end, which the users will need to tick to go ahead with the survey. Then we can go to another wonderful feature, which is the schedule the survey. You can decide when the survey will be active for the users and when it will be expired. Here you need to specify the start date and the end date. For example, we can set it like this, and we can change the date to, for example, like this. Here we can provide pre-start and expiration messages. The survey will be available soon, the survey has expired, the texts are alright and we will not have to change them. Also, we can tick the don't show survey option, by which the survey will not be displayed if it is expired or the start date hasn't come yet. Then we can scroll down with the next feature, which is use RTL direction. With the help of this option, you can enable the right to left writing, and this option is designed especially for the Arabic language. We don't need this option currently, so we'll leave it unticked. Then we can go to the question settings, and the first option is the enable randomized questions option. We can tick this option as we want to make our survey more engaging and interactive. For example, if you are sending the same survey to all the departments of your company and they are passing the survey at the same time, randomizing questions will be a fair decision for you, so that the employees will not see the answers the other employees choose and make a decision on their own and provide fair answers, and enable randomized answers option so that the answers of the surveys will be randomized as well. We can tick it. Then we can set an answers numbering, like for the questions numbering, we will set it none. And we can go ahead with the allow HTML in answers option. So if you want to have an HTML coding, for example, a strong tag or italic tag, etc., you can enable this option. However, please note that a feature works only for the radio and checkbox question types. And we can go further, and here we can see advanced settings of the survey. And the first one is allow collecting information of logged in users. With this, you can collect the names and emails of the logged in users, and this data will be stored. And the next important feature is the chat mode feature. You can make it, you can enable it so that you can have a conversational survey and interactive survey on your website. And as you can see, the option works only with the radio, short text, and yes or no question types. Again, we can check a demo for the survey. For example, let's check like this. Yeah, here the plugin has a demo for it. So we can scroll and start passing the survey. We can click let's start, and here you can see that the answer is provided, and here we need to write an answer option. It is in conversational styling. Then the next one, we will choose the answer option, and it's affirmed. With the help of display all sections or one-page option, you can decide whether you want to have a multi-page survey or not. With this option, we can enable full screen mode if we want. Then we can decide whether we want to show section header info or not. We will display it. Then comes the enable survey loader option. With the help of this option, you can display survey loader before the survey is started and before the page is fully loaded, so that if you have a web page where the speed is low, you may inform your users to wait for the survey start. With the help of this option, we can check it to check the functionality, and here we can see the survey loader styling. For example, we will choose this one. Then we can scroll down and see the show survey title feature. We will tick it, and here we can see the current survey creation date. We can change it if we want. Also, we can enable copy protection feature for the survey, so that the data, for example, the questions of the surveys, can't be copied and pasted by other people, so you will have an intellectual property for your survey. And the next feature is the enable text-to-speech feature, which is an advanced feature available in the agency package. With the help of this feature, the questions will be read out loud, and users can listen to the questions and not to read them. And of course, we can change the author of the current survey. We will not do this. So we are done with the settings configurations of the survey settings page, settings tab, and we can save the changes here. Then after saving the changes, we can go ahead with the results settings tab. We click on it. Now we are on a results settings tab, and here we can see some settings configurations related to the result page of our survey. Let's check them. The first one is the thank you message, the message that will be displayed at the end of the survey for the survey takers. This is a WP editor, and we can customize it the way we prefer. For example, we can make the text bold, italic, we can add bullet points, etc. Also, we can add a media here and show it to the survey takers. For example, let's search for the thank you and download an image. For example, this one. We can save image on our computer. Then we head to the surveys and click on the add media button and select the file. Then insert it into the post. We can make it on the center. Then scroll down. Here we can use the message variables the plugin provides us. For example, we can make our result page more personalized. So we can write dear and insert the username message variable here. By this, on a front end, we will have, for example, dear John Smith. We can insert a comma. Then thank you for passing them. And here we can write choose the survey title message variable and put it here. That means thank you for passing the employee satisfaction survey. It will be written on the front end, and we can insert the end mark here. The plugin offers different message variables that can be used here, but we will stick on these two ones. We will make it on the center as well. And here we can make the username and the survey title bold and have the advanced and personalized result message, thank you message. We go ahead with the next feature, which is the redirect after submission. You can enable this option and provide the URL here, and the users will be redirected to your desired page right after the survey completion. Here you can set a redirect delay in seconds. You can mention that you want to redirect to the new tab, and here you can provide a unique code at the end of the URL. Next comes the select survey loader feature, with the help of which you can display a loader while the survey calculates the results page. And with the restart button option, you can have the restart button on the front end after the survey completion, so that the survey takers can click on it and restart the survey again. Then comes the show results after submission feature. You can display the results of the survey in beautiful charts right after the survey completion on the front end. And here you can choose whether you want to show the results summary or the individual results. And we will display the charts in beautiful charts displayed after the survey completion when we will pass the survey at the end of the video. And with the next feature, you can enable the exit button for the survey, so that the users can exit the survey and close it whenever they prefer before finishing the survey. And with the social buttons, you can display social media buttons where you want to share the survey. I guess that's all with the Results Settings tab. We have made our settings configurations, and we can save the changes here. When going ahead with the plugin settings configurations, we go to the Conditional Results tab, and here we can make conditions for our survey. For example, if we answer very likely to this question, then we will have the following result page. For example, we will see the text A, and as it's a WP editor, you can make any customizations you prefer here and add HTML coding and CSS here. Also, the user will receive the corresponding email and will be redirected to the given page based on the condition he or she appeared in. Also, with the agency package of the plugin, you can display a WooCommerce product at the end of the survey based on the condition the user appeared in. In order to enable the WooCommerce integration, we need to activate the WooCommerce plugin on our dashboard. For example, if we choose another condition, for example, we choose likely for this question, then we will receive another email. We will receive another result page email. We will be redirected to another page and we'll see another WooCommerce product. And with this option, we can show all conditional results, no matter what condition you have appeared in during the survey. So we can go ahead with the limitation users tab, and here we will see different kinds of limitations you can have for the survey. The first one is the maximum number of attempts per user feature, and here you can see that you can detect your users by 4 methods: IP, user ID, cookie, and IP and cookie. And of course you can set attempts count. That means the users can pass the survey as many times as you mentioned here. For example, we have chosen to restrict the users by IP, and they can pass the survey only once. And if the survey is no more available for the user as the user has passed it, for example, 1 time, you can provide a message here. For example, you can't pass the survey anymore. You can write a text like this here. Then you can specify the redirect URL and redirect delay, like where the users will be redirected to after they get a message that they can't pass the survey anymore. Then we can see the limitations for the logged in users, selected user roles, and here of course you can provide a message so that the users will know that they need to log in to see the survey. And of course here you can show the login form so that the users can log in, and you can specify the user roles and users who will have access to the survey. And here you can specify the maximum number of takers, survey takers. For example, you can set 10 here, and 10 survey takers can pass the quiz survey. And then comes the password for passing survey feature. And here you can see 2 different options: general and generated passwords. General password is for everyone who can take the survey, for example 1, 2, 3, 4, and here you can provide a message that the survey has a password. And generated passwords are one-time passwords which are generated by the system, and when they are used they appear in the used column. And of course you can provide a text here as well. And the last limitation is block by country. You can select the countries you prefer and block them accordingly, like this. As we don't need any limitations for now, we can just untick these limitations and go ahead. And the next step we're going to discuss is the email tab. And here we will see different options: send email to user, to admin, and email configuration. Also, we will see the send summary feature. With the help of the send email to user feature, we can send an email right after the survey completion. We can write any message we want here. We can insert message variables here. For example, we can insert a conditional result message variable here. Also, if you want to have more information about the features, for example, the email sending feature or the conditional results feature, you can write in the comments part, and we will send you the video tutorials or articles that will help you better understand the features. And here you can customize the email message option the way you prefer by adding message variables and media here. Also, you can choose whether you want to send custom emails or send grid, and you can tick this option to send user summary. That means to submissions of the user via email. And of course you can have a testing email here. You can write your desired email and receive the email for testing purposes to see how it looks like. Once we publish the survey, we will show you what email we receive after the survey completion. Once we create the questions of the survey, we will be able to show you the email and how it looks like. And we can send email to admin, and here we can specify the additional emails we want to send the email. Again, we can customize the email message, and of course we can send a submissions report to the admin. We can untick this feature, and here we can specify the email configuration settings, like from email, from which email address the email will be sent, the name, subject, reply to email, and reply to name. And of course, we can send summary of all user submissions, both to admin, to users, and to additional email. We can click on a send now button and see the results sent to the users for testing purposes again, to see how the email looks like. And we will display this at the end of the video when we publish the survey. And as we are done with the email tab, we can head to the integrations tab, and here we can see different powerful integrations the plugin offers: MailChimp, Campaign Monitor, ActiveCampaign, Google Sheets, Zapier, ConvertKit, PayPal, and Stripe integrations for creating paid surveys. And of course, reCAPTCHA settings to have a spam protection, Aviber integration, Klaviyo settings, and these integrations will surely help you have more advanced survey. And of course, with the email marketing integrations, you can collect the user's data and send them send the data to the email marketing tools and have email marketing campaigns in the future. Once we are done with all the tabs discussion, we can go back to the general tab, and here we will discuss some of the main question types the plugin offers, some of the advanced ones. I guess you already know how to use the radio question type, checkbox, drop-down. These are created in the same logic, and we will discuss the question types which are somehow difficult to understand or needs explanation. And we can start with the linear Likert Scale question type, and I have already constructed all the questions in a Google Doc, so we will copy the question, for example this one, and here we need to provide the scale 1 to 5, and we can enable the Likert Scale feature from here and save the settings. Here we can pass the survey and click the finish button, and then go back to our dashboard, then go to the results settings tab, submissions page, and here we can see detailed information, and this information is provided by the Likert Scale feature we enabled for the survey. Then we can create our second question, which will be, for example, the Net Promoter Score, which is a very advanced question type and is meant to measure the customer experience. The NPS survey categorizes the survey takers by promoters, passives, and detractors. Here we can mention the labels and create the NPS survey. For example, we can choose, where is our NPS question type? Let me find it here. We can copy this question and paste it here, then save the survey. We will save from here. Once we pass the survey here, then we can click on the finish button, and here we go back to our submissions page, and here we can see the NPS question type, results, submissions, detractors, passives, promoters, and NPS score. So we can go ahead with the next question, which can be, for example, I guess start rating, paragraph, short text, number, font, date and time. Question types are easy to understand, and we can, for example, create a question with a ranking question type, and here we can find the ranking question and create it, for example, like this. We copy it and paste it here. Then we will add answer options like integrity, innovation, and for example teamwork. That's enough. We can save the changes and check the question type on the front end. Here we can see the ranking question type, and we can rank the answer option based on our preferences and our thoughts. For example, like this. Then we can go ahead with the next question type. Let me choose the one. The next question type can be, for example, the calculation. And for this question type, we need to have points for the questions. So we need to enable the point system. Currently, there is no question that is meant for calculation. So we'll create a radio question for that. We will copy the radio question from here. For example, this one. We copy it here and then copy the answer options and paste here like this. Satisfied, and for example neutral. That's it. And here we can specify the points we prefer, for example like this. And of course with the calculation question type we can sum up the points. However, we need to save the changes here like this. Once we save the changes, we can see the calculation question type offering this question type as well. For example, we can calculate this question type with another question type. We can sum up them and use all these actions available here. Also, you can use the calculation feature with the conditional results option. You can choose if the survey points are and one of these measurements, for example greater than 5, we will display the particular result, and in case of another survey points, for example, are greater than 1 or are less than, for example, 2, we will display another result. So you can use the calculation feature for both of these cases, and you can write any comments you have, and if you want to get the video tutorial on how to create a calculation form, you can write it in the comments part, and we will send you the link to the video tutorial so that you can check it out. Then we can go back to the General tab and scroll down to see the next question type we will create. Let's check which of them we will create. Here you can see the star list, question type, slider list, file upload. For example, you can enable the file upload question types, and the users will need to upload files. For example, in this case, the survey takers can upload their suggestions and recommendations about a company in the PDF file or any file type you prefer. Then comes the HTML question type. Here for this question type you can insert the HTML coding. For example, you can add bullet points and mention how exactly the survey takers will need to pass the survey. For example, you can mention in bullet points that they need to be attentive and etc. They need to answer fairly to the survey questions, etc. You can customize this HTML question type any way you prefer by adding HTML coding or CSS coding, as it's a WP editor. And the next one is the hidden question type, which is again very important to discuss. As we mentioned in the first part of the video, we'll discuss the hidden question type with the URL parameter feature. We need to enable the URL parameter here and write the parameter here. With the help of this combo hidden question type and the URL parameter, you can understand from where the users come from and from, for example, from which department the survey takers answer the survey questions. For example, we can write department as our URL parameter and save the changes. This question tab is not displayed during the quiz, during the survey, and the survey takers don't know about the existence of this question type. And once we go to the front end and add the following attribute after the URL, and then pass the quiz, pass the survey like this, and click on a finish button. Then go to the submissions page. You will see that the marketing department is written here, so you can know what department the survey taker is from. We can go back to the surveys page, and here we can add, for example, name question type. If you want to collect data from your users and then send the data to the email marketing tools, then you need to enable the name and email question types. For our case, we need the name message variable as for the thank you message. We have the username message variable for the normal working of which we need to have the name question type so that the users can fill in during the survey, and the name they fill in will be displayed on a result page for the thank you message to have a personalized result message. As we are done with the settings configuration of our survey, I have also added an image for the start page and made some settings configurations to have more appealing survey. We can publish our survey and see the result on the front end. So we need to go to the settings page and click on a create post for survey button, then save the survey. And after saving, we will see that a post has been generated with a survey shortcode in it. So we click on a view post button, and here we can see our survey. We need to pass it. We need to write the name, for example, testing, or we can write, for example, Jessica, then the email to which the results of the survey will be sent, like this. Then we answer the questions, take the checkbox and click on the finish button. Here you can see that the name has been written here. Dear Jessica, thank you for passing the employee satisfaction survey, as we have configured with the message variables. Then we see the results in beautiful charts at the end of the survey. Also, here is the email message sent to our email address with the submissions of the survey in a table format. As we are done with the settings configuration of the survey and has seen the result on the front end, then we can go on further with the discussion of the submenus of the Survey Maker plugin. Survey categories we have already discussed at the first part of the video, so we can skip it. We can go to the Frontend Requests page here. Here the Frontend Requests are displayed. As you may know, the plugin offers the functionality, the shortcode to create surveys from the front end, and the users can create their surveys right from the front end without having access to your dashboard. And once someone requests to create a survey, the request appears here. The next feature is the Popup Survey feature, the next page we need to click on the Add New button, and with the Popup Survey feature you can display engaging pop-ups on your website with the survey in it. For example, we can write a title, for example, we can write Popup Survey here. Then we need to select the survey, which will be displayed in a pop-up, and give some configurations. We can choose where we want to display the survey, on all pages except the pages and on selected pages. And here you can see other settings configuration you can use if you want. Then we can save the changes here. And then when we go to our front end and refresh the page, we will see our pop-up survey. Here it is. So we can pass the pop-up survey in a way we pass the basic survey like this. Next important page is the submissions. Here we can see all the results, all the submissions of all the surveys we have created. Here you can see the export button. You can filter the survey submissions by users, by surveys. For example, like this. For example, we can choose several surveys and export the results, the submissions. You can export the submissions to CSV, XLSX, JSON file formats. If you need any additional information, you can write in the comments and we will send you the detailed video tutorial on how to export the survey results, and you will learn how to do this. Now we can close the pop-up and go to the Global Statistics tab, and here we can see the survey statistics. For now, all the survey statistics is displayed, but we can choose any survey we prefer here and see its data. For example, like this. And what is important here is that you can see not only all the results of surveys and export them, but you can also see the individual submissions of the individual survey. For example, we click here. Here we can export the submissions of the survey, all the submissions summary. We can click on the Export Submissions button and export the summary to CSV and XLSX file format, or we can click on the Export to XLSX file format and export the summary. Also, we can print the summary. Then comes the Individual tab, where we can see the individual user submissions. This is the submissions for the Jessica user. Then here we can see other submissions. We can see the detailed report here, which leads to the Individual tab, and here we can see the analytics like submissions count per day, survey passed, user by user role, then the detected device, detected countries. And as you can guess, this information will be of great help to you to determine what country, for example, your users come from, or how many users pass the survey each day, etc. Also, you can filter the submissions by the questions and by the posts. For example, we can choose the following question, and then we can filter the submissions based on the question, and we will see the submissions of only this question. Next important page is the Export and Import page. This page is designed to export the already created surveys and import them into the new website. For example, if you have a website and you want to create a new one, or you have created a staging website and want to transfer your surveys to the live website, then you can use the Export Import feature. You need to select surveys from here, for example this one, and click on the Export to JSON button, and then on the new website you need to click on the Import button and choose the file you have exported on the old website. The next page is the Orders page, where we can see the orders for the surveys. This page is designed for the PayPal and Stripe integrations. Then comes the General Settings page, and here we can see different tabs: General Integrations, Message Variables, Buttons, Text, and Shortcodes. And the first part is the General Settings page, General tab, where we can see, for example, who will have permission to survey feature. With the help of this feature, you can manage the access of your users to your dashboard. For example, you can give your users the ability to view only the surveys they have created and the results accordingly, or you can give your users access to have access to all the data of your website relating to the survey. The first part is for only their surveys, and the second input is for having access to all the data related to the survey. Then comes default parameters for survey. This part is for those people who want to have some options general for all the surveys they have created and they will create. Then comes the user's IP addresses feature, by ticking which the user's IP addresses will not be stored by the systems. Then we can block users by IP addresses. We can create an anonymous survey, which is a very important topic. You can write in the comments if you are interested in this feature, and we will provide you with more in detailed answer. And if you want to have an animation for the survey, you can enable this option, and if you don't want, you can disable it. Here we can see many notification settings. You can also send automatic email reporting to the admins. You can set the session period here, and within this interval the email will be sent to the admin. And here we can specify the submission settings. And here we can specify the submission settings. We need to choose how to display the metric scale results, for example by votes or by percentage. And here we can specify to show results by default, ascending or descending orders. Next important feature is the survey multi-language shortcode, with the help of which you can have the survey translated into different languages and have the same survey in different languages at the same time on your website. And if you need any additional information about this feature, write below in the comments and we will send you a detailed video tutorial about the multi-language shortcode so that you can learn how it actually works. And with the last feature, you can mention WordPress, powered by WordPress Survey Plugin below the survey you have inserted on your website, so that the users can know by which plugin the survey is powered by. Or you can disable it if you don't want to display this advertising. Then comes the integrations tab, where you need to configure the API keys to integrate a plugin with the integrations available in it. Then comes the message variables tab, and here you can see a great number of message variables you can use for different purposes. Then comes the buttons text tab, where you can specify the buttons text. For example, if you don't want to have the next word for the next button, you can change it from here and save the changes. And the last tab here is the shortcodes. Here you can see so many different shortcodes you can use for the survey. The first one is the all submissions shortcode settings. All you need to do is just to copy the shortcode and paste it to your desired page or a post, and you will see the data displayed on the front end. For example, we can check the demos to see some of them. This is the shortcode displayed on the front end for the all submission shortcode, and here you can see the username, survey name, and submission date. Also, you can see that the shortcode provides a search, and you can decide how many entries you want to display here. Then comes the user history settings shortcode, with the help of which you can display the submissions for the current user. You can display the survey summary in beautiful charts. Let's check whether the plugin has a demo for it or not. I guess this is the one. We're waiting, and here you can see the shortcode that displays the survey results in beautiful charts like this. We go back to our dashboard, and here we can see some extra shortcodes to display different data, so you can choose the one you prefer. You can display the most popular survey that is mostly taken from your users. You can display the survey links by category. The users will click on a link and pass the survey. Here you can see the question summary, and you can see the recent surveys and surveys based on the category. Here you can see user activity per day, survey activity per day, and here is the request form shortcode about which we have discussed in the first part of the video. As we're done with the Shortcodes tab, we can go to the how to use page here. This tab is for the users to learn how to use the plugin, for example, how to create the first survey. This is an informative part, and you are welcome to ask any questions you have, and you are welcome to provide any suggestions you have relating to the plugin. We will leave the links to contact us on WordPress.org and via our contact form to provide your suggestions or any questions you have related to the plugin. Then comes the affiliates page here, where you can become our affiliate partner and get a commission for each purchase. And here on this page you can see other plugins developed by the AYS Pro company. So in this video tutorial we have discussed all the features and functionalities the Survey Maker plugin provides. As you can see, the plugin is trusted by thousands of people, as it has 4.8 out of 5 stars for the plugin functionalities and support. Stay tuned for more informative videos. Bye!